Hi everyone, it's Hallie Marie King, and we are doing the Emblem Nights, the rough draft, chapter 17, the town. Yeah. Intros, those things that you do, and then you're supposed to, embellish on what you're doing. So yeah, anyway, we are gonna get into this, and I'm fairly excited. So on this channel, we're gonna be starting a new series. It'll have to do with something really cool. I'll explain it more when I do it. But it will be the point behind this channel, so hooray! But if you don't like this kind of stuff, there's also my gaming channel. It'll be Hallie Marie King. You can check it out in the description below, right after the websites for this book that you can buy in if you want. I usually do it at the end, but felt like, before I forget, I should say it, because I have forgotten. But yeah, anyway, if you like gaming, right now a big part of it is just mostly The Sims. So if you like The Sims, got The Sims, yay. But fairly soon I'm going to do a couple actual series, so look forward to that if you like gaming. Anyway, let's read. We're here to read. Let's do it. Chapter 17, The Town. Where are we going? Yuri asked after the group had been traveling for a couple of days. Oh, this one. Okay. So much better in this final draft. Cloud, what's wrong? You're distracting, you know that. Come here. Cloud. What? Okay, fine. I'm hoping to run into Jack, Grace said, tightening the straps on the load on the horse. They were getting ready to go, but if we don't, we're heading for his lair, and we'll wait there for a day or two. Then where are we going? Joey asked, sitting on a log, kicking his legs as he did so. Then I guess we'll have to go prepare for battle on our own, Ray said with a shrug. It's a couple days' walk from Jack's old camp out. So we're waiting to go after him? Yuri asked it, half disappointed. Well, me and the guys might be a little rusty, and you and Joey haven't fought a battle before, Ray said, tightening the other load on the other horse. I just want to make sure we're ready before we go get ourselves killed by the senior advisor. He's not exactly a feeble old man. Yuri laughed nervously. She knew that all too well. Well, I hope we can make it out alive. Yeah, let's get moving, men, Ray shouted so everyone could hear. He took the lead with Murphy by his side now. I thought I skipped slightly for a second. I was kind of confused. John, Joey, and Roy walked side by side. Yuri walked behind them while Alex guided the pack horses. Daisuke took up the rear. Do you need any company? Yuri asked Alex, who looked as though he were bored. Well, I'm not one to just walk along silently, Alex said, but I could live either way. Yuri slowed and took one of the pack horses' reins. I hope you don't mind me asking, what was your sister like? Alex thought for a moment. Her name was Alice, and she was quite fragile. Then why was she in the training camp? Yuri asked. Because she always needed me. If I left her to be... Oh, there you are. Come here. If I left her to be by herself, she wouldn't have known what to do, Alex said, frowning. It wasn't your fault, Yuri said to him. Alex looked over at her with surprise written on his face. What makes you think I do? Yuri smiled at him. It's written all over your face, she said. I bet you told yourself, if I had just left her at home, she might have actually made it. But you know what? That's how it was meant to be. Words. Why can I never read anymore? You know what? I don't get how you can be so sure it was meant to be for my sister. But when it comes to yours, you have to feel as though she blamed you for it, Alex said. You're right, I do blame myself, Yuri admitted, looking at her younger brother. Joey walked in between of John and Roy. He laughed with the two older men. But I guess I put that up front to remind me that I wasn't able to help her, but I still can protect my brother. I'm wearing headphones, that's just weird. You were 8 years old, and your parents and grandfather were traitors. There wasn't anything you could do, Alex said. Well, you were 6 years old when you were forced out of your home, and your sister dressed herself as a boy. There was nothing you could do that wouldn't have gotten you both killed, Yuri countered. There's a town ahead, Ray shouted so that everyone could hear. Be ready for anything. It looks to be abandoned, but stay on your toes. Here, help me tie these guys up, Alex said, walking over to a tree off to the side of a pathway. We don't want to lose our supplies. All right, Yuri walked over to tie the horse. She pulled out about next to Alex's. John, Joey, watch out, horses. I think I meant to write what. Yeah, there's the T right there. Oh. There's the T right there. That's supposed to be next to these. I have done that a couple of times on accident. Yes, sir, John said, taking Joey over to Yuri and Alex. Take care, you two. How fun, Alex said. He personally hated waiting with the horses and felt relieved that he could go into town. Be careful, Yuri, Joey said to his older sister. Yuri hugged him. You too. She followed Alex back out onto the path. They fell into the group walking behind Daisuke and Roy. The town was barren. Tumbleweed rolled about in the light breeze, and many of the homes were deteriorating before their very eyes. One thing was obvious. Whoever lived here left in a big hurry. Yuri and Alex check out the houses, see if there's anything worth saving here. Daisuke and Roy go see if there are any survivors. Murphy, you and I will try and figure out what made the people here leave so quickly. The group dispersed. Does he always do that? Yuri asked as she and Alex headed for the first house. Do what? Alex asked, walking into a house where the roof rained dirt. Give everyone a place to go. I mean, doesn't it tire him out at some point? Yuri answered. She was careful to step over a dead dog. The smell of rotting flesh circled it. Yes, but he has a lot of practice at it. Alex answered, shaking his head to indicate there was nothing worth saving in the house. The two walked out and headed for the next one. You see, being the leader, you have to know when to make snap decisions or you'll go insane, and your group won't know what to do. That's how so many of the kids that died were killed. They died because their leader couldn't make a decision fast enough? Yuri asked. Hey, we found a survivor, Daisuke's voice carried itself to them. Hurry and get some food. Come on, Alex said, pulling Yuri out of the house. But shouldn't we wait until Ray tells us it's okay to bring them food? Yuri asked, allowing Alex to pull her along. Friend or foe, we're not so heartless that we're going to let someone starve to death, Alex informed her. He had a set expression on his face. John, we need food right now, and I think we should bring the horses into the town. What's the emergency? John asked, not moving from his position. He was leaning up against a tree and looking quite bored. Daisuke found a survivor, and he asked us to bring food, Alex said, nearly jumping up and down with impatience. If Daisuke asked for food, they probably were on the verge of starving to death, and every second they wasted, the people came closer and closer to death. Why didn't you say so? Let's go. John untied the horses and moved them as fast as they were willing to move. Joey grabbed Yuri's hand as the four of them hurried along back into the town. Chapter 18, The Survivors. Booyah, we finished another one. I don't know why I danced. It was fun. But yeah, so that's the end of the 17th chapter of Emblem Knights. And so like I said at the beginning, if you are interested in this book, this is the rough draft, not the final draft, which is a lot better than the rough. You can find it in the description below. I will leave a link there for anyone who is interested in the book itself. And also, if you're interested in gaming, I will put the link to my other channel in the description below as well. It's called Holly Marie King, which is how I introduced myself, which was my first channel. This is my new channel, yada yada yada. But yeah, anyway, hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye!